Good morning, everyone. Can I have your attention, please? I am Mayor Stevens, Bedford Heights. Thank you for coming out. Thank you so much. This is a historical moment for all of us. So I want to thank you, council, everyone, for coming out. First of all, I'd like to give honor to our Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, for giving us this opportunity to witness this historical moment, first and foremost. I would like to also acknowledge my administrative assistant, Renee, for orchestrating and getting this thing together, helping this whole program together. Thank you so much, Renee. To our service department, thank you so much for bringing everything together, setting things up in the direction of Eric King, the director. Thank you so much. Just want to introduce a few and acknowledge a few of our city officials. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the President of City Council, Alton Tinker. Thank you for coming. Vice President, Kathy Perez. Councilman at Large, Paul Bounds. Ward 1, I don't see Lloyd Anderson, but I'd like to acknowledge him anyway. Lloyd Anderson in Ward 1. Enan Thomas, I don't see her, but I'd like to acknowledge her as well in Ward 2. In Ward 3, Michael Willis, thank you for coming. In Ward 4, Danielle Henderson, thank you. Special thanks to all my staff who came out to witness this historical moment as well. Thank you for coming, and I see I'm economic development person, David Bell, and council clerk of councils here, and her administrative assistant. And so those who just overall, thank you staff for coming out to witness this here. Ms. Goggins over at the service department, yes indeed. So thank you all for showing up. Yes. I also see, I'll see you all the time. My wife, thank you for coming out of your busy retirement day. Of your busy day. Thanks for joining us as well. Okay. Oh, well, I haven't gotten to that stage yet. I haven't gotten to Mark yet. I haven't gotten to none of those guys yet.
Okay.
All right? Yeah. I want to also acknowledge our former water waste person here, Dave Picaro. He retired. Thank you, Dave, for coming. Thank you, Dave. This is a part of Dave's view and mission as well. He started this thing out and passed things over to our new director, which Mike Marini. I'm sorry, I keep saying it wrong. Mike Marini. I called him everything else other than his last name, but yes, thanks for that, for your direction as well, Dave. Thank you so much for coming. Now, this historical moment goes a long ways back, and we're not going to be long, but I do need to recognize a few. Not only it benefits our residents, but it benefits other community residents as well in the city, other cities. And those benefits, the cities that benefit from this historical moment is the city of Bedford. We've sent information out. Is the mayor here? No. Okay, well, the mayor's not here, but we sent information out to the mayor of Bedford, Stan Coaching. Glen Willow, Mark Zagala. Thank you for coming, Mark. Thank you so much. Oakwood, it benefits Oakwood, the city of Oakwood. It also benefits the city of Solon and the city of Lawrenceville Heights. So it's just not only our city that it serves, but those other 5 cities as well. So I want to basically thank all of them for being a part of this historical moment as well. Just like anything else, just like the brain of anything, a computer, they have its CPU, all of those other brain components so that a computer can operate effectively. We have our own CPU that oversees this whole construction site. Okay? Our own construction site. So what I'm saying by that, if it wasn't for our engineer from the Chagrin Valley engineering service. Thank you for your help and guidance with this project. Shook Construction and Hazing and Sawyer. Thank you so much. At this time, what I want to do is call up a few folks that give you some kind of history pertaining to the history of this Phase 1 project. And at this time, is Scott Ackerman here?
Yep.
Okay, and if he could just come and give us a little history of where we are, where we were, and where we are now at this stage. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Until my age, I have to change glasses to be able to see. So first of all, I'd like to thank the mayor and the city of Bedford Heights and all the council folks and any other dignitaries that we might have here from other cities and other folks of interest. This is a historical day for Bedford Heights. This is probably the biggest capital improvement project, single capital improvement project that the city's ever done. And we don't take that lightly. It's a lot of money being spent. So we're here to, like you said, keep an eye on things, make sure things are done correctly. I'd also like to thank CVE, Don Barut, and Tyler Smith. We've been working with them since around 2019 on this project. I've been working with Bedford Heights since 2018, as well as Corinne Sackett. Corinne's our lead engineer on this project. And I'd just like to say, this is a female in engineering, and it's so good to see that. And Corinne does a fabulous job. I call anybody younger than me young. So Corinne's one of our great young engineers, and I feel good with Hazen's future with people like Corinne and many others. And I just love the fact that we see women in engineering. It's not that often. It's getting more and more. My wife's an engineer, but Corinne has done a fantastic job with the design of this facility. I'd also like to thank Mike Marini and his staff, as well as Dave Picaro, who we got things started with, and this is your kind of legacy, Dave, whether you want it to be or not. So, and then also Shook Construction. There's too many to name, but they have a great team of folks, and we're happy to be working with them. And things are going well. You're starting to see things come out of the ground here, which is that makes everybody happy. Also, kind of going back. Like I said, I've been involved, and I think Corinne's been pretty close to 2018. We started doing work for the city of Bedford Heights. In the fall of 2019, we started with a preliminary engineering plan, a PER as they call it, and that had several components to it: a condition needs assessment, an alternative evaluation, and then a CIP, a capital improvement plan, that kind of laid things out in a series of phases over time. In addition to that, we did a critical needs analysis in 2020 looking at the equipment and the safety aspect of some of the grading and railing around the existing facility across the road. And then in 21, we did a rate study to look at what it would take to support the various phases, just not phase 1, but all through the entire phases of the project, to ensure that the city of Bedford Heights would have the money needed to pay back the loan. And then, of course, 2022, the design started, and the city decided to go with the CMAR process, which is a construction manager at risk, where you bring the contractor in early. You just don't design the project and throw it out to bid, and whoever the lowest bid is, that's who you select. You go through the selection process, and CVE was instrumental in that, of going through that process with construction firms, narrowing it down to one, and then working with them through design. So Shook's been on board since 30%, and we view this as a team. The contractor, the engineering firm, the city, everybody's in this for one goal: to get a quality project done, and certainly under budget for sure. So anyhow, we did the design, took a couple years. And here we are, 2025, the construction has started. And I think back on all these projects I do, and it's almost be 9 years when this thing's done. We got a 2-year construction period. So I think when you start and when it ends, these things don't happen overnight, and it's a lot of money being spent that, again, is not taken lightly. And the project was funded. There was a little bit of money that you guys got through the Ohio Department of Development early on. It's at $250,000 that paid for some of the engineering fees, and then the remainder is through the Ohio EPA State Revolving Loan Fund, which is administered by the Ohio Water Development Authority. While it's expensive, you guys do have a reasonable or low interest rate, 2.9% on the $56 million. Again, it's not cheap, but it's better than a 6% or 7% loan. Again, this is a 2-year construction process. Mike and his staff will be tired of this in about 6 months. It will disrupt his operations, and he'll be tired of seeing the shook folks here. So just be prepared, Mike. It's a long road, but the end will be here soon. So some of the design features with this facility, it's increasing from 7 MGD to a 10 MGD design capacity. It's also being done to handle additional storm flows that would typically overflow. You had an overflow at the headworks of your existing facility, and then also an internal overflow that were not permitted necessarily through Ohio EPA. And when we met with Ohio EPA after we put the PER in, the preliminary engineering report, and got their consensus with not only phase 1 but the remaining phases, and that was a big item for them, was to eliminate those overflows. So there are no more overflows once this project's done. Everything will come through the treatment plant, either through the new EQ tank or through the existing capacity or the enhanced capacity of the treatment plant. Again, you'll see soon an EQ tank will rise out of the ground over here, 25 feet or so it'll be a major structure. We also, right now, you can see it coming up out of the ground a little bit, the new headworks facility, and that has new self-cleaning screens, new influent pump station, and a new EQ tank pump station. And I don't want to get into too many details, but currently Mike's staff has to rake bar screens manually right now, and they're pretty wide openings. A lot of stuff gets through it. It's a manually labor-intensive process. These screens are a 1/4 inch opening and are automatic screens. So we're going to get a lot of the debris out of this facility right up front. And then in addition to that, we're modifying the pre-air tanks into grit removal, high efficiency grit removal systems. Again, this is going to reduce a lot of volume of sludge for you, Mike, and get that debris out of the system so it doesn't cause clogging in other areas. There's modifications that are being done to the aeration tanks, as well as improvements to the final clarifiers, and then a huge improvements to the electrical system throughout, as well as the SCADA system. And for layman's terms, that's the monitoring system. Everything that's going to monitor every process in the plant is being upgraded. We have a full-time resident project representative here. It's a Hazen employee, Robbie Joaquim. I'm not spotting him right now, but he's somewhere around here. He's in the back. We also have a third-party testing service in PSI that tests this ground to make sure that we have proper compaction, and then also testing concrete to make sure it's the correct slump. And then we get the test reports back from them to make sure that the concrete meets the PSI requirements of the break. So this is being monitored. It's being kept close eye on. And the other thing, like I said, Mayor, this is the largest capital improvement that you and any of these other city officials have probably had. And again, we look forward to continuing to work with Shook, the city, and CVE on this important project for the city. Appreciate it.
Okay, we won't be too much longer, but before we start our groundbreaking ceremony, I'd like to call up Mike Marini, and he can give us a little brief details of how the history of the plant history, so that you can hear from him. You heard the details of the construction pieces, but I'd like for Mike to come in and speak regarding the plant, and they definitely acknowledge Dave Carl as well. Come on up, Mike. got it. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to give a really brief history, and it is really brief. This beautiful city was established in February of 1961. The newly formed community of Bedford Heights came together and constructed the publicly owned treatment works, which sits across the street, basically to lay the foundation for a clean, healthy, prosperous community. Our proactive, forward-thinking community was 12 years ahead of the federal and state mandates for clean water standards. The EPA wouldn't be established for 12 years after the point when this facility was first built. The first upgrade to that facility came in the early 70s, and basically they expanded it from what was a primary treatment facility to a secondary treatment facility. In the 80s, the facility underwent two considerably large upgrades, the second of which happened in 1989. Now, 36 years later, we find ourselves embarking upon another expansion of this present facility. The present upgrade will be completed or nearly completed in May of 27, 2 years from about now. These improvements will nearly double the treatment capacity and improve most treatment aspects of the facility. This upgrade is indeed an enormous endeavor, and we cannot thank Mayor Stevens, his staff, council, Hazen and Sawyer, Shook Construction, Chagrin Valley Engineering enough, and the community for their efforts in making this happen. It's been a team effort keeping us moving forward regardless of the pace. We believe that with continued support from the City of Bedford Heights, our service area, the new facility will be a complete success for our city, our community, and the environment. God bless you all. Thank you.
Dave, would you like to come and say something? You're welcome to do that. Come on up, Dave. Got to hear from the master man. Come on.
Well, I just want to say this really makes me happy. This is a long time coming, and quite honestly, nobody here knows how badly we needed this, except for all us guys who worked in the department for all these years. I think when this is done, this will be the nicest time that we've ever had to work in water reclamation. I had a great time working with Hazen and Sawyer, Scott, Corinne, Jamie, Tyler from Chagrin Valley, Don Barut, Mike Henry. These guys really took care of everything that we needed. We really bounced ideas off each other. There was a lot of research and engineering that went on in this. One of the things I really would like to just point out real quickly before I get off of here is a lot of people are really concerned about the price tag. But at the beginning of all this, and anybody who knows Fletcher, he wanted all the options. He wanted all plan B's and C's. And after it was all said and done, this was the least expensive, believe it or not. And you have your own control, your sewer rates, and everything that goes on with this plant. And I don't think you could ask for much better than that. So, thanks.
Okay, well, that basically concludes everything. I'd like to acknowledge Ms. Grant, for our councilwoman, former Councilwoman Wendy Grant, for being here as well. Thank you for coming, Wendy. Right now we're in the process of ready to go through the groundbreaking ceremony. So, yes. Alex. Okay, Alex, come on up and come on up, Alex. You are really, we're taking on your lead. Your lead. Your lead, buddy.
All right, thanks. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Thanks everybody for coming. Welcome to the site of your new primary treatment facility. We're happy to host you. I won't bore you with schedule and looking ahead. Scott and Mike took care of that for me, so I'll just keep it short and sweet. I guess from a construction perspective, you know, we have an interesting work life. We come into a new community every few years, and we get to become a part of that community. And we're doing that here until this job is complete. You know, it's when I come to work every day, I drive by the new middle school being built, and obviously I come here and I'm seeing construction for cleaner water, and it's clear that an investment in this community is valuable to your community leaders. And Shook Construction's mission is to dramatically improve the communities we serve, and it's just not possible without your community leadership having the same mindset. So this is something you all should be very proud of, and we're proud to be part of that investment. So thank you for having us, and we look forward to working with you all for the next few years. Thank you.
Well, I tell you, this is just the beginning of the economic development of Bedford Heights. This is just the beginning. There's a lot of other businesses is coming in, a lot of enhancements, renovations, you name it. So I want to thank David Bell for going out there, doing your due diligence regarding the businesses as well. I really appreciate that. So at this time, we're going to ask, and we can just get everything together so we can go through this ceremonial piece. Like I said, we're going to go on your lead. Even this afternoon, we even have a groundbreaking in Bedford Heights for our pre-K through 2 building. That's groundbreaking for this coming afternoon at 5:30 behind the middle school. So that's what I'm saying. We're always getting something done and building up Bedford Heights. So this is just the beginning, and you're going to be invited to a lot more other ceremonies. So this is just the beginning. So I just wanted to let you know regarding this afternoon's groundbreaking is going to take place for the schools as well for our K through 2 building. Okay, so we're following your lead.
Okay.
One more time. Everybody pick up a shovel if you have one. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Scott Ankerman with Hayes & Sawyer, the design engineer for this project. We're embarking on a new headworks facility and EQ facility on this side of Solon Road. We have some improvements to the existing site on the north side of Solon Road. The project's going to be a 2-year construction period, and hopefully the folks in Bedford Heights will start seeing some new stuff come out of the ground soon.
Hi, my name's Alex Shaw. I'm the project manager for Shook Construction. We're the construction manager at risk for the Bedford Heights Wastewater Treatment Plant Phase 1 project. We've been involved with the design team and the plant staff for almost 2 years before construction, which is a little new to us. We're builders. We like to see the work getting done. So we're really excited to see the progress that we've made over the last few months, all leading up to the groundbreaking ceremony today. It was just really awesome to see, community leaders here to witness, all of their hard work come to fruition, and we're excited for the 2 years to come and a great product at the end. So.